Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaffer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you. Hello, my love bugs. Hi. Happy Monday, my friends. I'm just having like the best fucking day ever. I woke up and did a gorgeous cold shower this morning. I did not want to do that. I didn't even want to wake up when my alarm went off, but I got myself in a cold shower. I iced my face. I did a little silent meditation with some frequency music in the background. I went to the gym. I got my favorite coffee. I'm just honestly feeling on fire. Like, your girl is in a spunky mood, and I'm so excited to bring this podcast episode to you guys because this is my world. Like, this is where I exist. Manifestation and creating a reality that feels like a fucking dream. I feel like that is truly the thing that I have mastered, and I just want to help each and every one of you guys do that. And if you do not know, I am hosting a weekly course currently in Tranquil Minds. It's called Aligned and Abundant, and it is exactly what I'm sharing today, but just so much more in depth on how to create this movie-like reality. And I'm giving you guys literally everything that I've learned over the last 8 years of going all in on my own dreams and goals and creating this incredible life. I'm giving it to you guys all for free inside Tranquil Minds. Usually this course is worth like $777 up to $1,000, but I wanted to give it to you guys so that you guys can actually start creating your dream life as well. And yeah, I'm just really excited for it. We have our first call tomorrow, so I'm just feeling so lit up. That community right now is truly fulfilling me so much, and I just love giving back to you guys and supporting you and celebrating your wins and seeing you guys create your own dream lives. So if you haven't joined, definitely go ahead and join us. You can message me on Instagram to get the link to join, or you can always go ahead and click down below inside the description of this podcast. There's a link to join Tranquil Minds for $44 a month. You can go ahead and do that, and you can start changing your own life with us. Today's episode is for the woman who's just feeling a little stuck, a little stagnant, and ready for more, like ready to truly, take life by, let me be a little vulgar here, take life by the fucking balls and go create everything that you've always wanted, because you deserve that, my love. Like, you have these dreams and goals in you for a reason. Every single one of us have our own unique sets of desires and what motivates us and what inspires us. And I just want to be that person that kind of kicks you into high gear and makes you take action on those things, because I will not allow you to settle. I will not allow you to just live a life that you're not fucking excited for, because you deserve to be super happy, super joyful, lit up every single day that you get to work, that you get to exist in this gorgeous reality. And yeah, this episode's gonna be super supportive for you, and I really feel like it's gonna help you kind of remove any of those blockages and start actually taking action towards those dreams and goals that you have for yourself now and that you've always wanted since you were a little girl, because that is what I am doing. I'm accomplishing all of the things that I have always wanted to, and it's really freaking fun. Life is so fun for me right now, and I want you to be enjoying it just as much as I am. So let's get into it. Okay, first and foremost, clarity is key. So you are going to hear me say the word clarity and getting clear so much throughout this podcast episode, because when you are crystal clear on what you want and what is holding you back from achieving those things, then you are able to actually move forward with so much clarity, direction, and actually accomplish those things without the procrastination, the distractions, and all of that good stuff. So let's start there. First and foremost, you want to become so hyper aware of what you want out of life, why you want it and what you believe is true for you to accomplish that specific goal or to get to that specific place in your life. So a lot of this episode is going to be done through journaling. I truly believe that journaling is the best way for us to gain clarity. If you'd rather have a conversation with someone about these things and maybe you want to write down some of these questions and have someone ask you them, you can absolutely do that too. But I feel like when you take a moment to actually write these things out on a piece of paper and you're getting clear within yourself of what you want, why you want it, what's holding you back from getting there, getting really, really clear on what it is that's like keeping you in that same place, you're able to move forward with just so much momentum. That's the whole goal that I have for you guys through this episode. So once you gain that awareness, you want to journal through all of this. You want to write it all out. You want to get really, really clear on every single aspect of these things. And you also really want to start paying attention to the thoughts that come up in your mind that maybe you don't want to surface. Now, I want to preface this by saying that when you have those negative thoughts or you have those moments where you're just like, yeah, but like, is that really reasonable? Or, you know, I think that I can do that, but it's probably going to take me a really long time. Or, you know, I want to do that, but I just don't know how I'm going to get there. When you have all of those thoughts, instead of blowing past it, instead of that toxic positivity coming through and just saying, just write out your goals and like be positive that it's going to come through. No, okay? I want you to actually take a second to stop, to slow down and write out all of those thoughts of doubt, because all of those thoughts that you don't want to look at, those thoughts are what are bringing so much wisdom, so much knowledge to the table that we need in order for you to move forward and accomplish the things that you truly desire in this lifetime. If you keep on quieting those voices internally, you are not going to be able to accomplish the things that you want, because those voices will always just be quietly manipulating, distracting, making you procrastinate, placing so much doubt on the things that you truly want, and then therefore you will not accomplish the things that you desire. So I want you to actually write those things out so that instead of them festering within you, instead of them sitting there on your shoulder and speaking these things into your ear every single time that you go to create that story, or you go to create the podcast, or you go to take action on building this business, or you go to ask your boss for a raise, instead of that voice quietly coming up and saying, hey, you're not good enough, hey, you're this, hey, you're that, instead of that voice coming up, now you're actually giving it the floor here. Through this journaling, you're going to allow that voice to be completely heard, completely seen. And for that little version of you, usually it's your child version of you, your inner child is like, hey, yeah, but like when we tried that in the past, it didn't work, or I don't know if it's going to work out, or I don't know if I'm enough. That little voice, she needs to be heard. She needs to be validated. She needs to be cared for. And when you can actually slow down and give her the validation, the care and the love and the appreciation that you truly deserve, then she's gonna feel loved and she's gonna quiet down. She's not gonna feel like, hey, you keep ignoring me, so I'm gonna keep saying the same fucking shit. I'm gonna keep placing more doubt in your mind. Instead, she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for letting me know that I am worthy and that I am capable, and those voices in my head are not real. And okay, like we're good to do this. Let's do this now. It's safe. It's safe to go forward. If you keep ignoring her, you keep pushing her down, she's just gonna get louder and louder, and it's gonna be harder and harder for you to continue to grow, evolve, change your life, go after the opportunities, attract the opportunities. All of those things will not happen because she's still there and she's still doubting and she's still, like kind of throwing you off your A game in a sense. So you want to monitor all those thoughts. You want to let them completely flow. And this is where, again, this is that journaling. So if you need to take like a whole night, you want to block off like 2 hours just to sit and think about what you want out of life and how you're going to get there and how it's going to feel and all of these things, do that. Like, honestly, I encourage you. That's the best fucking use of your time, my love. Like, actually take a moment to get clear on all of these things, and you will get there so much quicker than just being like, yeah, I know that I want to do that thing, but then that voice comes up. So you want to take the time to actually do this and be intentional about making that space. Maybe you draw yourself an ice bath. Maybe you take some time to do like your self-care, your skincare routines, your hair care routines, all the things. What I want to make sure that you don't do in this time, in this space where you are journaling about what you want, Do not go on social media, my love. Do not do that. Please do not go on social media. Going on social media when you're trying to get into this flow of like, oh my gosh, what do I want out of life? And then you go on social media and you see like, oh, this person just got married. Oh, this person just now accomplished that like huge goal that they had for their career. And you start seeing all these things. You're going to sit there and be like, oh, like, is that what I want? Or is this what I want? Or you literally cloud your mind. And you also will place more doubt. You'll think, oh my gosh, wait, she's only 25 and she's doing that. Wait, she's only like 30 years old and she's made her first $1 million or like whatever. You're going to start to get caught up in your head and you're not going to allow yourself to be in the best space possible for you to create the fucking dream life that you truly want so badly, that you've always wanted since you were a little girl. So get clear on these things. Allow those thoughts to completely flow out, flush them out. Give her the care, give her the validation, give her the support that she needs when she is voicing these thoughts of, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that, or I don't know if that's gonna be possible for us, or we're not talented enough, or we're not skilled enough. Be there for her and say, honey, we're fucking amazing. We are so worthy. Are you kidding me? The reality is every single person that you see on social media, all of these celebrities that you see singing on stages, all of these people who you see that are extremely successful to you, that are in your dream reality, my love, we are made up of the exact same thing. You are made up of cells. You have emotions, you have feelings, you have thought processes, you have exactly what they have. Maybe they decided to go after their dreams a little bit earlier. Maybe they started to develop more skills than you before you did. Whatever the fuck, it does not matter. It does not matter because you and them are exactly the same and you have the capabilities. You are enough and you are worthy of living the life that you truly desperately are desiring and wanting for yourself. You have to put in the work though to get yourself there. And the work doesn't have to be draining, exhausting, hustling, all of that. It actually can be super duper fun. And I'm going to give you guys actual tangible ways that you can make this experience a lot more fun for you. But it takes doing this internal work first and foremost and monitoring those internal thoughts for yourself. So once those voices finally quiet down and they have nothing to say because you've given her all of the love and all of the appreciation and everything that she truly needs, she's gonna be like just open now. She's peaceful, she's quiet, and your mind is actually gonna feel like you're capable of doing these things. And it's gonna be a really, really beautiful place that you get to a place of like calmness and serenity and tranquility, okay? So once you're in that space, now you wanna start getting really, really clear on what this version of you is actually experiencing when she has all of the things that she desires. So once you are in that dream reality, once that goal manifests and you are actually experiencing everything that you've always wanted, how would that feel for you? How would you show up on a daily basis? How would you treat others? How would you walk? How would you talk? How would you talk to yourself? How would you talk about yourself? How would you introduce yourself to others? What would your title be? What is the energy that you would carry on a daily basis? How would you wake up in the morning in your dream reality? How would you speak about those accomplishments that you've finally done? Now, once you give yourself some time to really sink into those feelings and you're starting to feel like the juices flow and you're like, holy shit, that feels amazing. Like when I get really, really clear on these things, like it feels as if my body is illuminated. My body is just lit up. I honestly, this is how I experience it personally, which everyone is different. You guys might feel it in your body. You might see it better. You might hear it. You might smell it. You might like, I don't know, almost feel like you can touch it. Every single one of us are going to experience this differently. But for me personally, I start to feel like my cells inside my body are literally expanding. Like that's the only way I can explain it, is it feels like almost electricity is running through my body of just pure expansion. Like I don't know the other words to put to this, but that's how it feels internally for me. So however it feels for you, that now is your new script. That now is your new way to show up, and that has to be an intention for yourself of this is the new place we are operating from. We are no longer making excuses, procrastinating, doing any of that shit. This is the new reality. This is the new identity that I am becoming in this moment in time. Now, when you couple all of this journaling, all of this affirming, all of this work that we are doing internally with taking aligned action, that is the magic sauce right there. That is how you create your dream life, okay? You do all of this internal work. Look, do you see how much of it is internal versus external? Like, yes, the external work, it's needed and it's necessary. But most of the work, the hardest part personally, is the fucking internal work. Is facing the side of you that doesn't believe that it's possible, is working through all of these things internally that are coming up, that are really uncomfortable, that are making you kind of like contract and get small. That's the real work. And then when you couple that with taking aligned action where you're actually thinking, okay, so if I had a #1 podcast right now, how would I show up? Okay, if I finally quit my job and I finally went all in on the business that I've been creating, what would that be like? How would you literally experience life on a daily basis? And what are the action steps that you would take? Would you sit down to film that podcast? Would you start writing that book? Would you start making time in your schedule to actually connect with people online? Would you be creating content? Like, what would that dream reality look like? And start showing up as that version of you today. That is how you manifest it. You do all of this internal work. You get very, very clear on what you want, why you want it, what's holding you back. You flush out any of the negativity that's no longer needed for you to go into this next season. You get clear on what that version of you is actually desiring and how she would show up when she experiences all of those things actually being her reality. And then you take aligned action and you show up as her. You embody that version of you every fucking day. That is how you manifest. What you're doing here is you're completely shifting your identity. You're rewiring your brain. You're literally changing your default system internally, your reticular activating system. This is your RAS system. Your RAS system is now going to be programmed to where you are wanting to go. It's the same way like when we get in the car and we say, okay, I am going to put this destination into my GPS and I want to go to this specific coffee shop across town. If you actually are focused on where you are going, you're gonna get there. If you're not paying attention to the fucking GPS, if you're not like actually tuned in on a daily basis, if you're not actually connected with what the screen is telling you to do, then you're not going to get there. But if you're paying attention, if you're focused, if you're actually taking those steps, you're dealing with yourself internally, you're facing those emotions that you don't want to fucking face. When you do those things, you are programming your brain to exactly where you want to go. You're programming them to this new, up-leveled, elevated version of you. And that is how you'll create everything that you want. Now, this is the tricky part, is a lot of times whenever we start to do this kind of work, it gets really, really uncomfortable because your brain wants to keep you safe. So you might start self-sabotaging. You might start procrastinating. You might start putting things on your schedule that have nothing to do with the places that you fucking want to go unconsciously, because your brain wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in the same place. It doesn't want to keep you, it wants to keep you from experiencing this new life, because in our brain's mind, this new life might sound really, really exciting and dreamy, but in our brain, it is actually triggering it as unsafe. It's labeling this is not safe because we've never experienced it before. This is completely out of the norm. This is not ever what we've had in our lives. So if we go and experience that thing, how can our life change? And it comes up with all of these doubts. And that's when you start to be overwhelmed. You start to overthink. You start to doubt. You start to get in your head. You start to procrastinate. You're not taking action. All of that good stuff will come through. And that's why, honestly, I think having a coach, a mentor, a supportive system like Tranquil Minds, having that coupled with you doing this internal work, it supports you so fucking much, because then when you're going through those experiences, you're able to actually get the support that you need, and you're not just like fighting these battles on your own. That's why I deal with all of these things with all of my clients personally, one-to-one, because they really need the support. They want to create lives that are so fucking incredible that it's gonna take them getting over a lot of mental distress in order for them to get to that place where it just feels easy, it feels effortless, it feels exciting, it feels expansion. and they're ready for it. But that is the kind of work that's necessary for you to get to that next level. And when you have the support, honestly, it just makes all of the difference. You feel so much more supported. Like, it just feels easier because you have someone to go to and be like, hey, Sav, I am trying to do this and I don't really know where to turn from here. Like, I'm getting super stuck in my head. I don't know why. I know where I want to go. I know what I need to do, but I don't know why. I just don't feel like doing it. Like, when you're going through those experiences, that's where I come in. Like, that's why I have this business, because I'm here to support you guys. I want to see you win. I want to see you accomplishing all of these things that you've always wanted in your life. Now, some tools that you can use on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, to start getting into that frequency to match the places that you're wanting to go. Number one is meditation. Meditation is so important if you really want to clear out all of the noise and start matching that frequency. You want to start actually feeling into the places that you want to go. Same with visualizations. There's tons of visualization meditations or manifestation meditations on YouTube that you can start listening to, so that you're actually envisioning every aspect of your life changing. And what this does is it gets your brain really familiar with this new reality that you're creating for yourself. So it's going to actually start like turning these gears inside your brain that tell you, oh, this is what we're wanting to experience, and it's safe to experience this. We've already been here before. Your mind does not know what's the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So if you're imagining these things over and over and over again, and you're showing yourself like, this is gonna feel fucking amazing. This is gonna feel so safe. I'm gonna feel so secure when I'm in this position. And you can start feeling into that like now, because you're doing it through these visualizations, these meditations. When you start to do that, you're showing your brain it is okay to create that reality. And then it starts to just literally start to manifest these things with what we're doing. It's incredible what our brains are capable of. So taking the time to meditate, visualize, journaling out, like vision casting exactly what you want out of life, and kind of playing these games with yourself. Like, there's times where I'll be like, I'll write in my journal, today I woke up and made $7,777, and it felt absolutely fucking amazing. And like, I'll journal out like what that feels like, what I'm gonna do with that money, and like I'll get super into the juice of it and bring that manifestation to life. And it honestly gets me so excited to create that experience for myself. So really like taking the time to do that, it's going to help you bring these visualizations, or it'll help you bring this dream life into your reality currently, and then that's going to help you bring it into your reality even sooner on the external. Even small cute things to do is like go to your dream car, like go drive your dream car and take it for a little like driving, what do they call it, like a what the fuck is it called? I don't even know what it's called. Like, you know, when you test drive. What? My brain. Okay, go for a little test drive. Go for a test drive in all of the cars that you fucking want to own. Like, I love doing that. I've done that with my Cadillac that I ended up owning, and then I actually wanted to do it in the next Cadillac that I wanted to buy. And then when I got into that car, I was like, this doesn't feel elevated enough. And I didn't end up getting the next Cadillac. I decided to go with a fucking Audi, because when I sat in that Audi, I was like, damn, this feels so good. Like, I got in that Audi and I was like, this is my car. This is my car that I want. I want this car, and this is the only thing that I'm going to settle for. And yeah, and it's amazing, and I love it. So that's just what you want to start doing, though. You want to start getting into those frequencies, even when you see your dream car on the road. Like, whenever I see a G-Wagon, I literally imagine myself like wrapping my hands around the steering wheel, what that's going to feel like, how I'm going to feel being witnessed like in that car, and how I'm going to inspire other people to also get that car. And like, yeah, like it just gets me so excited to own that vehicle. When you're feeling into those feelings daily, all the time, as frequently as you can, you are going to bring that reality to you so much sooner, so much easier. And when you're coupling that with that aligned action, girl, it's going to be here sooner than you fucking know it. You're going to look around one day and be like, I did it. Like, I'm actually here. That's exactly how I feel right now. Today I took a bath and I was sitting in the bath like, I'm really living my dream life right now. Like, how cool is this? And it's all because of the work that I've put in internally and externally, the way that I've shown up for myself, the way that I've shown up for my business, for my clients, for every single thing in my life. I have created this life, and you're capable of doing it as well. And it might take some time, and it might take a lot of effort, but I promise you it's fucking worth it. Once you get there, you're like, I'm so happy I never settled. I never slowed down. I never took that time to sit in my shit. Like, no, you've created the life that you've always wanted to create. And that right there is the best fucking reward that you can give yourself. Now, this takes time. It's going to take a lot of you actually tuning in to what's going on internally and questioning yourself, gaining that clarity. It's going to come with a lot of challenges, honestly. Emotional challenges are going to come up where you feel like you're losing everything, or you feel like things are not working out, or you're getting tested. And again, that's where really having some support, it truly goes such a far way. If it's me, if it's another coach, if it's a friend of yours, whoever, having that support, it really supports you. It makes you feel so much better about what you're going through, and you can connect with so many other people who are actually going through the exact same experiences. If you are feeling so like called to this right now and you feel like you're really resonating with it, I want you to join us. I want you to join us in Tranquil Minds, or if you'd like, you can work with me one-on-one. I would love to have you one-on-one if it is in alignment, if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to actually show up, if you're ready to get rid of the fucking excuses, stop procrastinating, and really start taking action. I'm here for you. I'm ready to support you, and I would love to have you in my life and me be in your corner, because that just makes me so fulfilled and so excited, and I love seeing you guys create the life that you always wanted. So I appreciate you guys so much. Please leave me a review, leave me some comments, let me know what your takeaways were, DM me on Instagram, tag me on Instagram. I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing all of the things that you guys are experiencing from these episodes, how it's lighting you up, how it's making you get into action, all of the things. I am here for you. I appreciate you, and I will see you next week. Go fucking crush it.